Let me tell you why what you think is communication doesn't work in fixing relationship problems. Hi, my name is Paul Bauer, and I help men get their wives to enthusiastically want to bang again. You hear it all the time. Communication is the key to a healthy relationship. And let me tell you why it doesn't work 99.99% of the time. It's because men and women communicate differently. We're basically speaking different languages. When men go into a conversation with their wives or their girlfriends, they're trying to solve a problem. They're trying to convince her of a solution based on logic and reasoning. When women go into a conversation, they're going into it with their emotions, with what they feel. Then, whatever you say, they're thinking about it from how what you say makes them feel. It's all about their feelings. That's why as you're trying to explain your point, you're trying to persuade her to your solution. All she hears is your tone. And then she whips out the tone card. I don't like your tone. And then communication completely breaks down. So then people in the comments will say something like, well, girls do that, but women don't do that. But I'm talking about adult females. They all do this. Women are more driven by their emotions because they have higher levels of estrogen. Men and women aren't equal, especially in the sexual marketplace. But when we say communication is the key to a healthy relationship, we are assuming gender equality. That's where the egalitarian fairy tale breaks down. So then what you're asking men to do is try to communicate more from an emotional standpoint and act more like women. And then you're asking women to communicate more like men and be more logical and reason-based. You're basically asking two different people to act against their nature. Now, there are healthy ways of communication, and it works especially well if the man communicates from a position of leadership and embraces the fact that there is no equality in the sexual marketplace. And here's why it works. Because if he listens to what his wife or girlfriend is saying, understands where she's coming from, understands her feelings about the situation, and asks clarifying questions to make sure that he's on the same page, and he acknowledges and validates her feelings about the situation, then she feels heard and understood. She doesn't really want the problem solved. She just wants to feel heard and understood. So once he can accomplish that, now he can lead by taking an action. Okay, honey, let me get this straight. You feel this way, and let me understand you're feeling this way because I said this, and you think that doing this won't work because you feel blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense to me, and I understand where you're coming from. So here's what I think we should do. We should take action B. She's not going to really care what action you take, just as long as you take an action as the leader of the relationship, but she's going to feel better about it because you understand and validate her feelings. So this is a win-win situation because you as the man get what you want. She gets the emotional validation that she needs, and you guys can live happily ever after. But a vast majority of you that say communication is the key to a healthy relationship don't know what the you're talking about. If you want to learn more, if you want to learn how to set the tone and lead your relationship, if you want to learn how to solve problems in your relationship without getting into conflict, book a free call with me. The link's in my bio.